students, how are you all? I'm sure you all are fine and taking good care of yourself. So children, let's begin with our next chapter, which is picture compositions. One question given in composition section is based on visual material. It can be a cartoon, a photograph or a picture. Detailed instructions are given. You are asked to write a story or description or an account of what the visual suggests to you. What you have to remember is that your composition must have a clear connection with the picture. You are given the freedom to interpret the picture in any way you like. The picture is only a stimulus. If you write a story, then you must choose a plot connected with the picture given. Set the scene, develop the plot, and have convincing characters. Your story should evoke some emotions in the reader. Write it in an imaginative and interesting way to hold the reader's attention. If you describe the picture, then first state what you see in the picture. Example, a very busy railway platform. Describe the people, hawkers, passengers, coolies, etc. Give a picturesque detail of what is happening, the behavior, the attitude, the hustle and bustle. In the end, you can round off by stating your feelings about the whole scene. If you are giving an account of what the picture suggests to you, then use the picture as the starting point of your composition. Give a brief description, then focus on the particular aspect you want to write about. Example, why are our platforms so crowded, dirty and noisy? Why do we always carry so much luggage? Offer your personal reactions, original thoughts. Give a proper end by expressing your feelings or thoughts फोर्सफुली. बच्चों, पिक्चर कॉम्पोजिशन क्या होता है? आपको एक पिक्चर दे दी जाती है या बता दी जाती है और आप उस पिक्चर को देख करके क्या करते हो? कंपोजिशन बनाते हो वर्ड्स का. अब अगर आप उस पिक्चर को देख के स्टोरी लिख रहे हो तो आपका जो प्लॉट है वो क्लियर होना चाहिए और वो पिक्चर से कनेक्टेड होना चाहिए. ठीक है, अगर आप पिक्चर को डिस्क्राइब कर रहे हो तो वो डिस्क्रिप्शन भी क्लियर होना चाहिए और वो उसी के आसपास घूमता हुआ होना चाहिए. अगर आप उस पिक्चर को कुछ सजेस्ट करना चाहते हो तो आप वहाँ पे भी अपने पॉइंट्स जो है उसी कंपोजिशन के इर्द गिर्द आपको रखने चाहिए. उसके साथ आपको ब्रीफ डिस्क्रिप्शन देना चाहिए और आपका फोकस जो होना चाहिए वो आपके उस पिक्चर के आसपास ही होना चाहिए. Sample 1. Observe the picture given below and write a heart-touching story of this unique emotional bonding. The beginning has been provided for you. I cannot forget the day when I saw Moti, the small elephant baby roaming in the forest, lost and separated from his family. Though afraid, yet I approached him and patted him and talked some nonsense to him. He allowed me to present him before my family. My sister and my mother were delighted by him, and there was instant bonding between him and my family. Mother named him Moti, and he would obey all her commands. My father was the forest officer then, so we allowed to train him. Moti allowed my sister and me to ride him, go to the river with him, play with him in the water. He was amazingly gentle and never hurt us. One day he even rescued my sister from drowning. You should have seen my mother hug him, try all over him, load him with bananas and juicy sugarcane. One sad day we had to part with him and surrender him to the forest authorities. He was grown up and was needed for work, but I am sure the bond between us will remain forever. बच्चों, यहाँ पे एक सैंपल आपको दिया गया है. पिक्चर आपको क्लियरली दिख रही है. यहाँ पे एक बॉय है और उसके साथ कौन है? उसका एलिफेंट है. ठीक है, ये पेट हो सकता है या आप कुछ भी कह लो, उसका फ्रेंड है. तो आपको इन दोनों के बीच का एक कनेक्शन दिखाना है इस पैसेज के थ्रू, जो कि यहाँ पे दिखाया गया है. Sample 2. Given below is a picture showing a quarrel between two boys in your school. Narrate the incident describing how the quarrel began, what happened, how it was brought to an end, in not more than 150 words. I can clearly recount the day when the school had to close for summer vacation. During the recess, all over us went out to eat and play. When we returned, we saw that someone had been tampering with my bag. On investigation, I realized that my new book on Aesop's fable was missing. I looked here and there and talked to several boys, but drew a blank. I then realized that my bench partner had still not returned, and my suspension turned in his direction. After a little investigation, my suspicion turned true. As I caught sight of my book in his bag, he immediately denied saying it was his, also showing his name. He had missed putting my name on its cover, which I knew regretted. Our verbal fight soon turned to body manhandling, which attracted one of the teachers, who reported the matter to the principal, before whom I turned a sorry figure as I had no proof it was my book. Even my name was not on the book. I then remembered its sale bill, which I found in the corner of my pocket. The tables turned in my favor. My benchmate was severely reprimanded by the principal and was let off just with a warning not to repeat it again. तो बच्चों यहाँ पे जो एक डिस्क्रिप्शन है इसको लेकर के, इस पिक्चर को लेकर के क्या दिया गया है, डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया गया है, जहाँ पे दो बॉयज़ जो हैं वो आपस में लड़ रहे हैं और उनका जो मैटर है वो प्रिंसिपल तक पहुँच गया. Sample 3. Study the picture and poem given below. Write a story or a description or an account of what is suggested to you. Your composition may be about the subject of the picture or may take suggestion from it. However, there must be a clear connection between the picture and our composition. What makes a dad? Good God took the strength of a mountain, the majesty of a tree, the warmth of a summer sun, a calm of a quiet sea, the generous soul of nature, the confronting of night, the wisdom of the ages, the power of the eagle's flight, the joy of a morning in spring, the faith of a mustard seed, the patience of eternity, the depth of a family need. Then God combined these qualities. When there was nothing more to add, he knew his masterpiece was completed, and so the called it that. Now I am grown up and can understand better. When I go down memory lane and revisit my childhood, so many memories, good, bad, indifferent, to shit through. So many people who influenced my childhood and adolescence, mom, dad, brother and grandparents. I realized how much I took them for granted, took whatever love they showered on me as my right, and with my little gratitude they then molded me, influenced me in their own ways, and shaped my career without my being conscious of their contribution. Now, as I sit at my corporate desk, I think the greatest influence in my quiet, soft-spoken dad. We hardly saw him during the weekdays. He was a surgeon in the most famous hospital of the city. Only on weekends we had his company. Most of the week he came home when he had gone to bed, and he was up and ready along with us in the morning. A good morning, a pat on the back was what we received before we left for school. Mother supervised everything: our meal, our homework, our play hours and our needs. Don't disturb Papa, he tried, was how she admonished us every day. But Saturday and Sundays we saw a different dad. He smiled, he cracked jokes and listened patiently to whatever we had to say. He was ready to go anywhere, picnics, drives, ready to play cricket or football. He could do anything. We could discuss any subject with him. I remember my great disappointment at not being made the cricket captain of middle school team. Dad said quietly to me, does not matter. If you are not the captain, try to be the best bowler. They will not be able to play with you, and you will be a great hero. I followed his advice, improved my bowling and ended playing for the district and the state. I know I wanted Dad by my side when I was sick. He was so calm, so warm and so loving. High quiet ways made me feel better. Even when I was very sick, he did not fuss, but made me feel better even when I was very sick. He did not fuss, but made me feel so safe. What an exemplary son he was. My grandparents doted on him. He always had a time to spare for them, look after their needs and be there for them. That's it. That was and still is a pillar of strength for the whole family. Till now, I have never heard him raise his voice to a servant or child, yet he is obeyed instantly. I have never heard him give advice and not follow it himself. I feel proud of him for giving me the right values. तो बच्चों यहाँ पे आपको पहले एक पोम के थ्रू बताया गया था, फिर आपको यहाँ पे पैराग्राफ ऐसे के थ्रू बताया गया है कि एक बेटा जो है वो अपने फादर से कितना प्यार करता है और उनके बारे में, उनकी क्वालिटी से वो कितना इंस्पायर फील करता है. Sample 4. Study the picture given below. Write a story or a description or an account of what the picture suggests to you. There must be a connection between the picture and your composition. Pride in our flag. The picture arouses a pride in me. It brings tears of joy and fills me with a sense of well-being, a oneness with every Indian. There is always something about a flag which brings out our patriotic feelings and we forget our differences. Our caste, faith, states, the flag makes us feel that we are Indian first and last. It is a symbol of our unity, sovereignty and secularism. I wonder if anyone remembers that India did not have one flag before 1947. We were divided into states and regions and the British Union Jack fluttered everywhere. A flag has always been a symbol of great significance from the time immemorial and millions have laid down their lives for the freedom of their country. A flag stands for the whole nation. It values and ideals, hopes and aspirations and its achievements. How proud we feel when our flag is raised in the Olympics of championship games. Why, when the flag is raised in our schools, colonies, our heart swell with pride. We remember the sacrifice of our leaders and thousands of ordinary citizens who laid down their lives during our freedom struggle. We must teach the young generation to take pride in it, use it with respect, raise our flag everywhere with utter joy. Today, India celebrates its anniversary of freedom. We are doing it with the same gusto as we did 15 August 1947. Indians in 2012 have to remember what this flag meant to people in 1947 when it was hoisted on the Red Fort for the first time. We know that we have not achieved complete freedom from so many things that we wanted in 1947. Hunger and poverty have not been eradicated. Education is not yet universal. Healthcare needs progress, but now we are making every effort to achieve our goals. What matters most is that we are free to carve out our own destiny. Choose the right and achieve the right results. तो बच्चों ये जो ऐसे है ये हमारे नेशनल फ्लैग के ऊपर है. जब हमारा देश ब्रिटिशर्स का गुलाम था तो उससे पहले हमारे देश का कोई भी नेशनल फ्लैग नहीं हुआ करता था. क्यों? क्योंकि उस टाइम तो ब्रिटिशर्स राज करते थे. लेकिन जैसे ही हमें फ्रीडम मिली उसके बाद नेशनल फ्लैग जो था वो हमारा नेशनल सिंबल, हमारा प्राइड बन गया. अब इसे हमें हमेशा देखना चाहिए, सैल्यूट करना चाहिए और हमें याद करना चाहिए उन लोगों की कुर्बानी के बारे में जो हमें फ्रीडम देने के लिए कुर्बान की गई थी. ठीक है, अब हमें पता है कि रेड फोर्ट पे 15 अगस्त को क्या लहराया जाता है, जो हमारा तिरंगा है वो लहराया जाता है. तो इसे लेकर हमें प्राइड फील हमेशा करते रहना चाहिए. तो बच्चों आई होप आपको ये चैप्टर अच्छे से समझ में आ गया होगा. अब इसका रिवीजन और दी गई एक्सरसाइज की प्रैक्टिस आप खुद से करेंगे.